Hello? Hello? Oh no, am I Farina now? Am I alone, destined to be alone forever in my own tears? Can anyone hear me? Welcome back. Am I here? Hello? Yeah, I'm back. Okay, thank you. Hi. Hello. Okay, so I just temporarily disconnected, but it's still all here. It's all here. We're still going. The performance is still going on. We will not leave on a cliffhanger.
Mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me.
Okay, we kind of saw this. Sorry, I don't wanna have to skip, but we did see this already. So we're gonna go. We're because I'm on a little time crunch and
I can't
wait
seem to
what
remember
wait what?
Anything clearly.
Oh yeah, I don't know when
The
you
only
guys.
thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Sorry, how did you go back in time? No, so when I disconnected from stream, I also disconnected from the game. So the game restarted this part of the quest for me. So it redid the cutscene. So we're a little bit in the past, but we luckily didn't go that far back in the
Everyone will
past.
die?
We're just
will
back at the
tell you.
beginning of her little
As
performance.
for but if the
But here, we
prophecy
were
will come
here.
True, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human.
I thought I
My
somehow
ideal.
went back in time. Yes, you witnessed the future in your history. I see. Also, Freena's just
I
a sweetheart.
suppose this
That's
would
what we're
also
learning.
be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
Yes.
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
That's what she's been doing this whole time. She's just been boisterous because she assumed that that's what a god is and that like what everyone would look up to a god to be. And then meanwhile, like her little facade
I'm
breaks
sure you
were like her
already know
actually
what such an
breaking like her
entity
character,
like.
which is a hard thing for her to do because she's such a good actress. And I'm just realizing so many levels of Farina, and it's breaking my heart every time.
Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try
She
to do
didn't know what
this.
she was promising back then.
So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends.
Oh.
But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh, she just sounds so like pure. Oh my god. Scene 2. A session speech. Farina. Here we go. We take the throne. The lonely throne.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro-Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all.
It's so interesting how they frame it as like a show, and like she's playing the role, and like she's telling herself all these cues. It's so good, it's so good.
This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro-Archon.
Oh.
Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
This is where the intrusive thoughts came in.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
She was trying to be a fair ruler, thank you very much.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
They created this monster. It appears that the former Archon was correct. It's not pursuing divinity that was truly the scary thing. It was always humanity itself. The true monsters.
Me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Okay, excuse me.
What's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? This is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
That's when the facade goes on.
Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than
The doubts are disappearing.
wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Resolutely with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Pure herness, no. Turn up the
The
drama.
scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
And end the speech emphatically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Oh, get 'em. And that's how you create a god. Scene 3, Opera House, Farina. Oh, that's her bed. What is... Well, this is a whole scene.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Ah, she was always looking for the dramatic trial that would end the prophecy. That's
If
why.
I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
The pain.
That's true, I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
One of these days. Next scene.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise God. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Indeed. Okay, the next scene.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of,
I'm afraid things still don't look good.
Oh.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
So she was worrying about it, but she still always believed that the prophecy would not come true because she's playing her part.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
I see.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
And back to bed.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be safe.
Just keep going.
Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Dun 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 dun. Scene 4, Opera House, Farina.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
She's looking for her
Lady
trial.
Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
She's losing her grace.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about.
Nothing at all.
I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Scene 5, Opera House, Farina. Oh my goodness. Scene 182,375, Opera House, Farina.
Lady Farina, it's it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this.
Yes.
I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria. Almost
Oh my
20
gosh, that
generations
much
ago.
time has passed.
And what a fine family yours is indeed.
They're not showing us her
It
face.
brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer. A descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
Oh my gosh, her voice actress is so good. Oh my goodness.
What is it, good citizen?
I can't, the way she expresses herself.
Are you crying?
Oh.
Oh, really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
How am I supposed to live after just having this still image imprinted in my head? Oh my god. The tragedy of it all.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more.
Oh my goodness.
I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
Oh my god. And then the Traveler was gonna be that, and then she just got put on trial. But like, it needed to be done. That was the whole prophecy thing. That was the whole thing she was waiting for. But it still hurts. Oh my god.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
And it keeps going. Scene 182,376. Opera House Farina and... Wait. This is the scene with the Traveler.
Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice. Is this scene from when we were within that giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think that this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone.
That's what she wanted all this time.
Just share it with me. I'm what you call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Yeah, we're not involved in the play, so we can admit things to you.
If that's the case...
You're the only one in the audience.
She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once.
Just once?
Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Oh.
Fine.
Fine. And that was her ultimate choice. Goosebumps.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Just cruel.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
I see.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not?
Yeah, I'm still a little
How would
confused.
you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine?
How does
That
this
is the
all
most
connect?
important thing.
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Eudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
Ah.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Oh.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
Oh.
I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
Interesting.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of the divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
They're just destroying the entire concept of the Hydro Archon as a whole? What? You could do that? I mean, I guess that's why she's been accumulating power for this entire time, but just... that's a lot. That's a lot to throw on a guy. That's a lot to just be like, yeah, accept that. Okay.
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh? Neuvillette plays a role in this?
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
I see.
But...
what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
Yep.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
It worked very well.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Oh, he's crying, and then it's gonna rain, and then she's gonna sacrifice herself. It's too much. It's too much.
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves.
That would have been
Were they
iconic.
not guilty of essentially the same crime?
If only you were able to judge the heavenly principles yourself. That would be amazing.
Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you?
That is justice, I
Speaking
suppose.
of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice.
Huh.
In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. That should be the justice enthroned over all others.
True justice.
At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too.
It was all part of her plan.
At last. I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel.
Oh my gosh, the interaction between between Neuvillette and Focalors is just, oh, it's so strong, the relationship. I'm back. Hello, welcome back, Soren. I kind of crashed a little bit there, but we're still going somehow. We're still going.
You are a devious one, Focalor.
It, like, the story's wrapping up, and it's honestly so good. It's so good.
Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Here it comes. The verdict.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervilette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Curtain call. Thank you, Farina, for all you've done. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wished we could. Oh my gosh, the raid. This is so climactic. Oh my god.
I, Iudex Nuvelet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Oh.
Have you ever seen...
What? What was that? So much. And it's still going. We still have more. I'm exhausted. Okay, but we're so close. I know it.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Yes, it has. A lot has happened, Navia. Not right now, please.
Is that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
A lot happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
But didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature.
Okay.
We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
Ah, that's where we come in. Just our abilities. You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you can't expect me to tremble in fear at the name narwhal, but it's okay.
Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
But I will gratefully serve as the executor. I love that role for me. I shall play my part to the fullest. Here we are. This is... Yeah, we're gonna figure it out, Paimon. We'll figure it out.
My best to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source.
Okay.
Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall
From
share
within?
a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, sure.
Turning into hostility.
Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay, how do I attack this thing? How does one... don't die, please, don't die. Okay.
Time to go.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour.
Okay.
Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Okay. I'm attacking it. I did some attacks. It's still going, Nouvelet. I'm really going for it. I'm really trying. Okay. Can I? Oh no, we're going into its mouth now. Okay. What is? Who are you, sir? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Please excuse me.
Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Okay.
Everybody stand as one with wind.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Okay. I'm really trying, Nouvelet. I'm really going for it. I'm kind of messing up my combos right now, but I'm going. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Let's light it up.
Okay.
Fallen leaves.
Fallen leaves, adorn. Ah, okay, we're going back into another dimension. Phase 2? It's angry. It's angry at me. Oh, okay. We're good, right, Nouvelet? The cane, still iconic. The cane's still iconic. Sorry. Take out the primordial seawater. Ugh. Yeah, there's still more. Huh? Who are you? Excuse me? Okay.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but...
Hi. Hello. Okay, so you got the orb with the whale, and you threw it, and you also just threw hi. Hello. Nice to meet you.
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Disciple?
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
Ah, yes, she is Skirk.
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
Oh.
So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal.
Yeah.
That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
Oh.
All in all, it fails as a pet.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
Just a tad bit, just a little bit.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did.
Oh.
His name is Sertologi.
Whom? Never heard of his name.
Unfamiliar with
Yeah, never heard of him.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
No.
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
That sounds familiar.
Oh, that one we've heard. Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either.
Okay.
But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Okay.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
No, there's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. However...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
Oh? What's happening back on Earth? Or back on Fontaine?
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain.
Ah, you see? So they saw that scene. This is the scene. But where is all the Fontainians?
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Are they on the boat? Boat? Where are they? Oh. Oh, wait. Did he dissolve all the water enough?
Help! Over here!
They are on boats. We love boats. Boats are amazing. Get yourself a boat. Oh my goodness. Be careful, everyone. Be very careful. Oh, it's the boat from the Fortress of Meripede. Wrightsley.
Initiate emergency rescue.
It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's immaculate. I love you. Oh my god. I'm sorry. What? Yeah. No, I said it. I love you, Wrightsley. Okay. Keep going. Oh, it's beautiful. The Fontainians helping each other out, we support this. And Fremine!
Look! The water's receding!
Be careful.
It's a miracle!
Ooh!
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong!
The prophecy was wrong! Oh my god! The joy! The actual joy. Farina, you did this. You made this all come true. This is the result of your hard work. Please tell me she gets the praise she deserves.
What is wrong?
Oh my god. That was beautiful. That was emotional. That was a whole thing.
The Solo renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future.
Yes.
Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
Is that how that works?
Skyship Winglet, Lunar Brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team.
Good writing, Charlotte.
Barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down.
No, that's really good. That's really helpful. Good job. Good thinking.
The value for these big scoops lies in the inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people.
And smart.
Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of do.
Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Oh. Finale. Time for the finale. Try to go through everything real quick. Well, like, not real quick, but like, I could save this, but I don't want to save this. I'm just so close to the end, I might as well finish up our grand finale. Hello, Spina de Rosula.
Navia!
Ah, what the fatu I see.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work.
Good on him, good on
Our
him.
residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Indeed it will.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's
Aw,
stray
he's a little
cats.
fanboy. How adorable.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorian?
Hello.
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help
Trying
me
to keep up a facade, I understand.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I'm sure too.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Ooh.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Yeah.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Smile. Jeez. My eyes were closed. Her eyes were closed. Paimon did not look cute in it. It was horrible.
Bad.
No, it was horrible. Why are you lying to
Composition of the
us?
picture. All right, hang on a moment.
That
Let
was
me snap a
horrible.
few more shots.
Why are you lying to us?
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Sure, call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key.
Indeed it is.
Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarence.
We will have to see.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillet, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information
Yeah.
chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media?
And that's all it needed.
I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
That's
You're
why she
right.
asked the
I've
Traveler.
gotta treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Good. Okay, well, time to go to the Fortress of Meripede, making our rounds. Oh man, a lot happened. I didn't expect this much to happen, but so much happened. But we gotta keep going. We're not at the finale yet. Well, like we are in the finale, but we're not finished yet. Like we've gotten to the finale, but not the conclude. Yeah, I think you get it.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Just a tad bit.
Duke, did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
You do not seem too happy about it.
Finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Such a tight-lipped man. Just like I like. Yeah. moving on.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need.
Indeed.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover
Yes,
of this?
they will be the front page news.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier.
Ooh, that is true.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No,
He's just such a smug guy. Oh my god.
time
Every
being
time I
interviewed,
see him,
and
my
I'm very
heart's just
thankful to the
beating so
Steamers.
fast. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm suppressing it so much right now. You don't even understand. Anyways, what are they talking about in interview? All I see is him. Look at him.
I did meet Mr. Edwin once, and I'll be honest,
Down
I
bad,
enjoyed
down bad,
chatting
down
with you
bad.
more. You've definitely
Back to
got more
normal.
of that genius vibe going
Hill,
on.
put on your facade again. Put on your facade again, Uni.
The
Still,
book
I
brought about
don't
a
know what they're
miracle,
talking about.
The ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend.
Cool.
Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
Indeed she
I have
is.
to apologize, but that
Look.
ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be
The
easy to get a
bowels.
shot of
What a word.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
No. She really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple?
Yes, he did have to use the word couple.
Well, then 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
The poor kid.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before.
We indeed have.
Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Sijuin.
Welcome back.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse?
Ah, the true spotlight.
Sure. Come on, Miss Sujwain. Over this way.
They found a way to escape. Quick, flee, run.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
I see. I'm definitely staring at you in the eyes. Nothing else. Do not worry.
Other than that flying
Wriothesley.
ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jerrier? Miss Lurvine?
Indeed.
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun.
No. He does not need to stay in the sun. I don't want that for him. I want him to only be mine. He does not need any other eyes on him.
Spotlight to you two.
Yes. Keep the spotlight off, my boy.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Oh,
He sure
interesting.
did win them over, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Unfortunate for them.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Departure?
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
She's departing? From the throne, I'm assuming. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of questions
In that
still.
case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
There'll be, yeah, I don't remember that.
Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
I don't think you'll get it that easily.
Last stop, the docks.
The docks? How interesting. Oh my goodness, we're still going. We're still going. It's still going. I can't stop though, I have a problem. I'm not taking the lift, that's gonna take too long. We take the good old fashioned jumping off the side of the building route. There we go. Oh, it's Lenny! Oh my gosh, my boy Lenny! What up, Lenny? And Lynette, and Fremine. How did I not see them? I'm sorry, I only have eyes for Lenny. My apologies.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
What up?
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Haha.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Not me. Not us. Don't even try.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Poor Fremine.
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
Fremine, you have to know there's always ulterior motives when it comes to
To be
these
honest, that
these
sounds
two,
pretty sweet.
Lenny and
Can I
Lynette.
have your contact, please?
Sure.
Oh, poor Fremine. He just wants more friends.
Write down my address.
Everyone give Fremine all the friends.
You are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
Ooh.
That said,
How
would
promising.
anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
We're gonna have to figure that one out.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
And we'll wait for that day.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
Leave us with our
My,
boy.
that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
I'm doing alright.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
Yeah, a lot happened.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillet opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic.
Okay, well, you know, we tried. We really tried to prevent the gnosis from getting into their hands, and yet here we are still, you know? Oh, well. Well, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Boy, you cray-cray, you shouldn't even be here, Gerald. Don't you dare even look at any spoilers. Don't even be near the general vicinity of a spoiler. Thank you. Bye, next. Continue.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
So frustrating. But, I mean, we killed the Hydro Archon, right? So it shouldn't matter. Find Uni out? That doesn't even apply here. You're not even Uni here, so get out. But the Hydro Archon is dead, so how does that even work? Like, the Gnosis shouldn't have any power, so I guess it doesn't matter too badly, whatever.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
Oh?
It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring Narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That is true.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervillet has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervillet knows about?
Yeah, we can ask him about
I
it.
suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Parapet a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
Yeah, where's Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can call him one of my war buddies now? Okay. I would have liked to see him, though. We didn't get to talk to him at all.
When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
Or we've practically been allied with them most of the time, so it doesn't really...
shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Yeah. Hi, Arlecchino.
Father!
The sparkle in his eyes when he sees his father.
What do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
I see.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks.
Yeah.
Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
You're a very interesting person, very fascinating. Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Okay, thank you. Like, I don't like that we're entrusting you to give it back to him, because, you know, I don't know how much you really care for Child that much, because you really don't care for him that much. But I guess I'll trust you this one time. I was really hoping I'd be able to see Child myself, but... toodaloo, au revoir.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You...
There goes Charlotte. Charlotte's going off now.
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I see.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Goodbye, yes.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
No problem,
Don't be
Charlotte.
too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
Thank
To
you.
move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too.
Yeah.
And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Have a good day. Bye, Lenny. My magician.
Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing?
Yep, Nouvellette. The final wrap. Theoretically, hopefully. We gotta talk to Nouvellette and Farina. I would like to talk to Farina, you know? See how she's doing, how she walking, how she going about her duties, her day, how she doing. She doing good, doing great. Oh my god. It keeps going. This has to be the end though. There's no way it goes on from here. Keep waltzing.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Yes. The Udex Nouvellette. How do you do, good sir? Why did you have to be so far? I had to walk so far just to get here.
So, you really are here, Neverlet. I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Yeah, I did not think so.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way.
I did in fact do that.
In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Okay.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
Yes.
Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time
he's
to
probably
say them
still.
out loud.
I mean, I would still be upset about it. You know, witnessing everything that happened. That was a lot. Nouvellette say softly before telling the truth concerning what he saw that day. Before Fossilors deceived the heavenly principles and used Farina's endless performance to save Fontaine. And it was a lot. And it was a lot to. Hello. Got him, Father. I'm out. Good night. Okay, so you need to try to log in and talk to me. Hello. Soren, hi. I don't know if you left yet or not, but I'm gonna sign off because I'm sleepy. But have a nice rest of your stream, and we'll have chat more. We will chat more tomorrow. Yes. If you're still here, thank you for joining, Soren. I'm so sorry that it's still going on. Thank you for stopping by. I do not blame you for leaving now. I wish my endless performance could end, but I still have a little bit to go, and so I shall suffer through it. I only saw Farina's part myself.
Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign.
I'm still here, all good. I'm not big on Genshin. Yeah, to someone who doesn't keep up with Genshin, that this is a lot. But yeah, thank you for still stopping by nonetheless. I'm glad that you still stayed for as long as you did, even without knowing too much about Genshin and not being that interested. I hope you enjoyed the little bits of commentary you got from me. And yeah, we'll chat tomorrow before our karaoke and, you know, during the streams and all of that. It'll be really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I also hope that I can get enough rest in between everything so that I'm still energized for tomorrow. But it's gonna be a rough day tomorrow. The characters look pretty at least. Well, yeah. Oh wait, so does that mean you were here when I was thirsting over the warden guy in the prison, the guy with the black hair and the big chest and like the straps and all black and all that? You were here for that? That's a little embarrassing. You didn't need to see that side of me. But yeah. So get some rest so that you're energized for tomorrow. Oh, nah, I missed it. I was lurking a lot. Okay, good. You didn't need to see that. But yeah, get some rest so that we'll be ready for our collab tomorrow. I'll try to get some rest where I can as well.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers
What is
to
this
absolute
music?
control over the
This music is so whimsical.
Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood,
he's still
after the
talking.
fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood after the fashion in which life was first brought.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial
I was
sea.
about to say some anime AF music. I don't know what was going on. Ah, okay, so he made the Fontainians true humans. That's why they didn't get dissolved. That's really nice. Good job. Great verdict. I just thought you, like, dissolved the primordial seawater, but I guess that wouldn't make sense. So, good on you.
I counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids.
That's why continuation is is justice, not eternity. It all roots back to justice.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, Nouvelette. But I don't know if I have the will to ask everything. But let's go. Okay. About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal.
I see.
But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability.
Okay.
As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial,
It was all with the intentions of killing the Archon.
whether
So,
it was
yeah.
due to that liability by association or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans.
Understandable.
Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
That's a
Life
interesting
has always
question.
flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
Ah, so they were crucial in having children was praying at a fountain? Okay.
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Okay.
Paimon sorta gets
Yeah, that doesn't...
Either way, it seems like this ritual won't be of any
That
further use.
that was a lot of...
It'll probably live on
There's a lot of implications with that one, but okay,
Ask
we'll
away.
keep going.
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, about Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left.
Yeah, where's Farina? Where's my girl?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely, After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
I see.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the opera house. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
Yes.
In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
Where do we go from here?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
That's a lot of pressure on you. That's a lot of responsibility. But
From the perspective of the Udex,
I guess it's fair, to be honest.
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnity.
Oh, that's true. You need your power source.
that power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Yeah,
Let's
you're
go
powering a lot
I
of
will
things
tell you
right
the
now.
truth as I know it.
That's a lot of things. About Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right. They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
Yeah, but I feel like you guys are forgetting. Like, literally every Archon or like figurehead of the nation is like, they say the same thing. They're like, well, I didn't have any use for it, so I might as well give it up. And I'm like, well, they have a use for it. Are you not concerned of the consequences of your actions? It's not necessarily about you having a use for it. It's about what their use for it is. Do you not question that?
If the Fatui have impure designs, we might as well accede to their request now and avoid unnecessary conflict.
I suppose so. I guess.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the next step on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Yes, Natlan.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Oh, I've never heard that. That's interesting.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Interesting.
Natlan
This music is
also
still
the
going
nation
crazy.
of war.
Okay.
War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring.
Oh, we're gonna meet the Captain? How interesting.
Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
There really is.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Thank you.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I have no more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed.
Yeah.
We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp.
Yeah.
So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Oh?
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Interesting. Tell me the spicy, juicy details.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
Oh, such
What
authority.
next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power. What it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
What? The third descender? Isn't that our brother? I'm forgetting because all of them. There's just so many things in my head. Who's the third descender? I'm sure you're gonna tell me, but I forgot. I apologize.
I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Okay.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
Yeah.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young. And I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
Okay.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you.
I see.
To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
So many questions.
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
How intriguing. Okay, there's still a lot of things you're throwing at me.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
Yeah.
All
Who's the third
assuming
descender?
that
I
there
still
was no
don't know.
misunderstanding or special metaphor at play. That is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
Yes.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
Yeah. A descender. She mentioned one of them. I am the fourth descender. Okay. Yeah, we don't know what our brother is, but we're the fourth descender. Okay. For me, this information means two things. I'm the fourth descender. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already
I
died.
guess that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
I see.
I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Probably.
Like being able to use elemental powers without vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right?
I would assume so.
No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy, comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I don't die
That's
easily.
what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Makes sense.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
For now.
Yes. All of Focalors' efforts were for this moment as well.
Indeed.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Oh my god, we did it. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's over. Don't get me wrong, that was a very good story quest. It might even be one of my favorites. I'm gonna have to like hash through my thoughts eventually, but I am just, that was more than I was bargaining for, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it was gonna be that long. Oh my god. I apologize to Future Uni. Future Uni is gonna have a rough time in a few hours. He's gonna hate himself, and you know, that's just the consequences of my actions, I suppose. Oh god, okay. Let's look through everything real quick. Look at all these things I can claim now. And I have all of these. I just want to get rid of this notice, because exclamation marks scare me. Okay, and we can do one wish. We could do 2 wishes. Okay, nothing. Focalors, you want to come home? Or Farina, sorry, not Focalors. No, okay. To be expected, my bad, anyways. Story quest, we can now unlock Farina. I really want to go through your story quest. I am so curious, actually. So very curious. But that's gonna have to be for another time, so let's switch to the final scene. Hello. Okay, hi. If anyone's left, welcome to the end of the stream. If I sound dead and tired, it's because I am in fact dead and tired. That was a long, I think this is my longest stream yet. Oh my god, 6 hours, 46 minutes. It's gonna be like almost 7 hours. Oh god, okay, anyways, if you're still watching, thank you for surviving to the end. I'm barely still alive, so, thoughts on that quest, I'll go through it briefly, because I don't want to spend much time, because I'm dying. So, I really enjoyed that Archon quest. That was a really good quest, oh my gosh, and the animation, beautiful, the acting, immaculate, the story, amazing, loved it all. I'll probably have to contain my thoughts, and maybe I'll give it to you guys on another stream, but I really liked it. I kind of have questions. Nothing too big comes to mind. I just kind of want to know what happens to Farina, which I'm sure we'll figure out in our story quest. So that's not that open-ended because we have the story quest. So we'll be able to figure out more about her. But I'm really curious on what her role in society is going to be now. It's a little sad. That she's just not she's not playing the Hardro Archon role anymore. Not that sad, because it was torturous and horrible, and I can't believe she went through all of that, justice for Farina. But still, I still wish her the best, honestly. So I'm curious about that. I'm curious about New Valette, how he will do as basically the supreme figurehead of Fontaine now. That seems like a lot of responsibility and work. So I hope he maintains it well. I need more story with all of our side characters, with Navia and Lenny and Clorinde. I need to see a little bit more of them. I'm just so curious about all of the rebuilding operations and rides Leva. I'm afraid it seems like his story, he might not have too much more to his story as of now. Maybe he'll play more of a big role, but he seems pretty like independent, pretty secluded from the greater events. But I still love him, of course, obviously. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see what will happen. Sad that Fontaine is over, but you know, that just means Natlin will be coming in a few months. Not that soon, but you know, it's on the way. Natlin's on the way. But until then, I'm satisfied for now, and we'll just see what will happen to Fontaine in the remaining months to come before version 6. So with that, this is now the part of the stream where I go over my schedule very briefly. Luckily, I created a schedule that you can see for yourselves on my Twitter if you're ever so curious. So yeah, just gonna go over my schedule real quick. I would pull it up, but I don't have that set up, and I don't have... I can't do that right now. I apologize. It's on Twitter if you're really that curious. My schedule's on Twitter. I'm just gonna read it for you now. So Wednesday, tomorrow, technically today because it's already past midnight for me, we're going to be doing a fun little karaoke with my friend at Soren Angel on his Twitch channel. I put the links on Twitter, so you know you can check it out there. And also he was in the chat today, so you can also just find his channel through there as well. So we're going to be doing a karaoke on his channel at 6 p.m. It's just going to be like a bunch of different random songs that we like both enjoyed singing and like just wanted to sing for fun. It's nothing like professional, like we didn't really practice it too much. We just went over some songs that we wanted to sing. Neither of us are like professional singers or anything like that. We're just trying to sing for some fun. So that's what's happening tomorrow. It's going to have a bunch of different songs from different genres, like some Broadway songs, some pop songs, some Disney songs, some other genres that I don't know like what they are called specifically, but a lot of things. So it'll be a lot of fun. So please join us over at Soren Angel's channel at 6 p.m. CST. And then after our karaoke, because we predict the karaoke should only be like 90 minutes max, we really don't know how the timing is all going to work out because, you know, you have the time in between the songs, not just the songs themselves. So... but we estimate about 90 minutes, so around 7:30 p.m. CST, we'll be playing Fall Guys. So I'm not going to be streaming the karaoke, but I will be streaming Fall Guys, so I will have a perspective for that. Then Thursday, we're going to be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy again. It's been a little over a week since the last time we played it, so I'm excited to get back into the trial cases. When we were doing the trial cases for Fontaine's Archon quest today, like, I don't know if you could tell, but I was, like, really getting into it because I love myself a good mystery, a good detective game, a good amount of lawyering. You know, those types of, that genre of gaming has really appealed to me recently, so I always have a fun time with it, and so that's probably all thanks to Ace Attorney. So we're gonna go straight into Chapter 3 of that game. We're going to go straight into the trial for it on Thursday. So that's going to be fun. And that's going to be at 7 p.m. CST. So Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, 7 p.m. CST Thursday. Then Friday is going to be my big event. Not necessarily really event, but like one of the my most anticipated streams thus far. So the reason why it's so anticipated is that it's going to be my first ever just chatting stream, so it's just going to be me talking the whole time, so if you don't like my voice, unfortunate, I apologize, but that's all you're getting in that stream. So we're going to be going through all of the SpongeBob episodes, well, okay, not all the SpongeBob episodes. Theoretically, I can go up to season 9. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be summarizing the SpongeBob episodes, and I've only watched up to season 9. So that's as high as I can get, but I'm assuming I won't get to season 9 just because there's a lot of episodes and I can talk a lot. So we're saying season 9's the max, but really we're probably only going to get through the first 3 seasons, but we'll see tomorrow how it all works out. But anyways, I'm going to be ranking all of the SpongeBob episodes by giving a little brief summary on them. And then I'm going to assign and then I will assign an educational lesson that you can, you know, learn from that episode. So after summarizing the episode, I'll be like, we learned about friendship and, you know, working together in this episode. I'm going to just figure out something like that. It's going to be much more specific, obviously, when I talk about the episode, and it's actually going to be relevant. But just for an example, this episode taught us about friendship. Yeah. So we're going to take that lesson and we're going to put it on a tier list that I created. So there's going to be 5 ranks, basically ranking from you learned nothing from this episode to you learned a lot from this episode. And we're going to be ranking each SpongeBob episode on their educational value. And the reason why I'm doing this is because when I was younger, my aunt would tell her kids, and also kind of me indirectly, that SpongeBob was rotting our brains because it provided no educational value, and she kind of viewed it as a crude show, a pretty bad show to watch and consume, especially en masse. And she may be correct, but I am here to prove all of the doubt. I am here to bring justice. That's right, justice. Just like in Fontaine. And I'll be going through the SpongeBob episodes myself individually, and we will be providing the final judgment, the final verdict on each episode, just to show how many episodes truly were educational and led to my development as a human being and all the lessons I've learned. So that's what we're going to be doing Friday. I'm really looking forward to it because what I always say about myself as a VTuber, I kind of had a little discussion about this actually on Twitter, about like how there's a lot of VTubers that have a lot of unique and different talents. You know, everyone kind of has their thing. People really, you know, there's a lot of people that can do music, a lot of people that do art, a lot of people that do editing. There's a lot of different talents when it comes to being a VTuber. But at the end of the day, what I say is the most important feature of a VTuber is to entertain someone through any means possible. So, as a VTuber, I don't really think my strongest point is entertaining through video games. I don't really think I'm, like, the best gamer in the world. I have fun with games, and I think I can provide entertainment through it, but I wouldn't say that that's my thing. I wouldn't say that that's my unique trait. Instead, I would say that I actually have a really good proficiency in using my encyclopedic memory for different forms of media and reiterating it to the audience and, you know, gathering conclusions on that. So basically what I just said was that I think my special talent is talking and rambling. And so I'm really excited, you know, to show that off on Friday's stream with my SpongeBob episode summaries. And so, you know, I'm just excited to show that different side of me, kind of show my unique features as a VTuber and to really live up to my name. So I hope that you look forward to that. So, ranking the SpongeBob episodes on educational value, that will be on Friday at 4 p.m. CST. So, I was hoping for a little afternoon slot, just so that it can start early and end late without it getting too late. Kind of unlike today, where I had to start late because of Genshin Impact updating late, and then having to stay up so late just to finish it. So, we're trying to prevent that on Friday. Then Saturday, we'll be playing variety games at 3 p.m. CST. So I kind of left it open at the variety games because I'm not completely sure what it will end up being. But the theory and what I'm hoping will happen is that I'm going to be playing Teamfight Tactics, which is the auto chess game mode of Riot Games, also known as the developers of League of Legends. They have an auto chess game called Teamfight Tactics, TFT, and it updates like every half year, every 6 months, roundabout. So the 10th set of the game is coming out on the PBE, which is basically the beta version of the official full release. So it happens about 2 weeks before the official release. So the 10th set of the game is coming out on their beta servers, and I have access to it. But the servers can get really busy, especially when big updates like this happen. So there's usually a wait timer to it. So I'm not sure how readily accessible getting on the PvE beta servers to play the 10th set of the TFT game will be. But that's the plan for Saturday if they allow it. And if not, I can also play some League of Legends on the live servers because they have the new boy band skins, Heartsteel, and I want to play my boy Aphelios. And also, you know, I just like playing League of Legends in general. It's a little addiction of mine. It's been a constant game throughout my life. I don't like play it consistently all the time, but it's a game I always enjoy playing. And if not League of Legends or TFT, we also have Legends of Runeterra, which is the card game by Riot Games. And if not that, then there's also Herbs, which is another MOBA battle royale game. So I'm not completely sure what I'm going to be playing Saturday, but it'll be something in that realm, basically, is what I'm saying. So it'll be an exciting stream nonetheless. So 3 p.m. CST Saturday. And on Sunday, I rest because I've basically streamed every day of this week and I need to rest. But I've had a lot of fun. I was really missing streaming this past weekend when I visited my home, so I really wanted to make up for it this week. I may be pushing my body to its limit, but you know, I still wanted to make content. So you know, I'm glad that I'm doing it here today. So just quickly going over it one more time. Tomorrow, Wednesday, will be karaoke at my friend Soren Angel's channel for 6 p.m. CST, and once we finish the karaoke, we'll be playing Fall Guys. It's just going to be a silly little fun time, nothing too serious, so join us if you have the time. The links are on Twitter. Thursday, we will be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy at 7 p.m. CST. We'll be getting straight into the court case similar to today's Fontaine case. It'll be very exciting. Voice acting from none other than moi. Don't expect a lot, but expect a fun time. And Friday, we will be ranking SpongeBob episodes based on their educational value. It'll be my first Just Chatting stream, something that I'm really looking forward to, so I hope to see you there. And that will be at 4 p.m. CST. Then Saturday, we'll be playing variety games, most likely gonna be Teamfight Tactics at 10 on PBE or League of Legends on the live server, or Legends of Runeterra. So that's gonna be Saturday at 3 p.m. CST, and Sunday I will be off on my break. And so, you know, I'm just glad to finally have a schedule and to putting in the work, so... To anyone that still might be here, it really is like thanks to all of your support that like I'm really trying out here. Just seeing like, you know, other people from the communities or from the VTuber community, or just viewers in general, just, you know, popping up in my chat or just lurking in my stream even, whether for a little bit or for a long time, it really motivates me to keep going because like, I really do get a lot of joy from doing this. And so, you know, it motivates me to do things like make a schedule for the first time ever. And like also like trying to work behind the scenes on other things, you know. I released a short when I first debuted, you know, like 3 weeks ago at this point. And, you know, I still want to do things like that. I still want to release shorts. I still want to do big, extravagant things like that. And it's your support that like makes me think that it's like all worth it and that like I should really like apply myself to my fullest extent. So I hope that I'll be able to make you all proud. And so, you know, whether you've been here for a little bit or a long time, I appreciate it nonetheless. You really keep me going. So with that, I hope you have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I hope, you know, you have a good rest of your day. And thank you so much for stopping by my stream, whether you're watching the VOD or live, whether for a little bit or a long bit. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. So exhausting playing Fontaine for 7 hours. Bye-bye.